What's going on, YouTube? Culturedog Sam Hatch back here with another video, and just quickly I wanted to announce congratulations to the winners of the Bridge of Spies contest, and those would be Derek J, Mike M, and Bo R. So thanks for everybody for writing in, participating in the contest, and E.T. was by far the winner for the film most seen by people as their first Steven Spielberg filmic experience. I was trying to figure out if mine was Close Encounters or Raiders, but now that I think about it, I think I saw Close Encounters after Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think it was a revival screening, and it was the special edition from 1980, but I believe the first thing I saw that was Spielberg in theaters was Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then after that, Close Encounters, and then finally went backpedaling with Jaws and all that stuff, and of course, E.T. So yeah, E.T. Lots of people have seen it. Jurassic Park, I think, was up there too. So thanks for everybody for participating, and hopefully you guys had a good time. And to the winners, I'll be sending out your Bridge of Spies Blu-Rays shortly. So hope you enjoy it. Anyways, yeah, I might as well do a quick update since I don't know, the last update a couple of weeks ago. I've got a few more things, or there are a few things I forgot to mention the last time too. So I figure we'll go through quickly, tear through some media updates, and it's mostly a little bit, one vinyl, and a little bit of CD action, DVD, and some Blu-ray, and whatever. You'll figure it out as we go. Anyways, one vinyl piece that I got not too long ago is a picture disc for Mastodon, for Asleep in the Deep, that crazy-looking freaky cat thing on the front, and a frog creature on the back. It's got a instrumental version, a non-album track on the B-side. And I also picked this up. I have listened to this. I should do a proper review because it's pretty cool. But Opeth have reissued Deliverance and Damnation together as one kind of experience. And the albums were recorded back-to-back. And even though you think one album is a heavy album and one album is like more of like a Pink Floydian kind of album, and you'd automatically think based on their titles which is which, but it's actually the other way around. So Deliverance is the heavy kind of more death metal album, and Damnation is the one that sounds more like a Pink Floyd album. But cool stuff. I know the band had a rough time recording it, but Steven Wilson of Porcupine Tree fame came in and did some work, and he does one of the 5.1 mixes on here. So that's the cool thing. I believe Bruce Sword does the other 5.1 mix for Deliverance, and Steven Wilson does Damnation. So it's DVD video, but it's got Dolby Digital and DTS, and even 96-24 stereo LPCM, and a lot of different choices there. So it's a 4-disc set. It's actually got stereo remasters in here as well, so it sounds a little bit different than the original versions. I had the Koch, Music for Nations versions. So it's kind of a little flimsy cardboard case, but very cool stuff. I immediately took all the discs out and put them in separate jewel cases because I didn't want to scratch them up. But the 5.1 mixes are really cool, so that was worth getting. I didn't get any new books, but I did get a new comic, issue 2 of Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This time they're fighting a little bit and thinking about whether or not they want to get involved in the struggle. There's some great artwork in here. The ink wash is fantastic looking, and some real just fun moments. The Turtles don't actually belong in this universe, in this Gotham, so this issue is kind of figuring out what's going to happen if they stay there. And my favorite part, of course, is they have a chalkboard, and they have a listing of what's awesome and what's not awesome about Batman, and kicked our butts on the not awesome list. Very, very cool stuff. So did a good job stepping up the kind of plot in this issue. Looking forward to issue 3. I got to pick that up soon. Got a couple DVDs. In fact, one I left at work, so I should I'll bring it in next time. But I finally got Marantau, the first Gareth Evans movie, but is the film that paved the way for the Raid Redemption and everything that's come since then. And starring a lot of the same guys, and really cool stuff. But I also picked up a couple other cheap Well-Go releases. Not on Blu-ray, but the DVDs were stupid cheap, so I figured I'd get them anyways. The War of the Arrows. Heard a lot of good things about this flick, so looking forward to checking that out. Also got, finally, I've been meaning to watch this for ages, but The Man from Nowhere. And this artwork's a little bit different than the one I'm used to seeing, so is it Canadian or something? But either way, it's got English subtitles, so I'll finally check that out. This I've had on DVD since back in the day. I'm surprised I don't have the Laserdisc, but I saw it on Blu-ray and thought, oh man, I should really step that up. It is absolutely one of my favorite films. It's so fantastic. Tom Tykwer's Lola Rent, also known here in the States as Run Lola Run, and it's a mix of regular film and also camcorder footage, so not all of it benefits from the HD upgrade, but the stuff that does is really impressive. And it's just such a fun movie. It's so kinetic, obviously, but it's got a lot of, a lot of heart, a lot of philosophy to it, a lot of good relationship musings, and it's not just a movie about a woman running across the town. It's just all sorts of other great things about the cosmos and the meaning of time and chance and etc. Fantastic stuff. Love it. The score is fantastic too. I got the soundtrack and I've blasted it a ton of times. Also, I forgot to put this on my last update too. I don't know how, but this is one of my Big Lots things. I got this for like $3, I think. But Terrence Malick's Tree of Life, a nice Blu-ray DVD digital copy set. So that was definitely worth getting. And this I had been sitting on forever. It's that thing where, like, obviously if I had the available dosh, I would plunk down for every new limited edition set of everything. But that's the problem. There are literally limited edition sets of everything at any given time, so I can't really buy them all. And one of the ones I let slip through the crack was the Nightbreed Super Collector's set, and so I never did buy, all this time, despite the fact that I'm a Clive Barker super fan, I never did buy the director's cut on Blu-ray, because I'm like, well, I'll just someday get the big, expensive version. And the big expensive version is just kind of disappearing, and it's something I'm probably not going to drop $90 on. So I finally took the plunge and picked up Nightbreed, the director's cut. So I miss out on having the theatrical cut, which that's fine because I've watched the theatrical cut so many times over the years. The only downer is I'm missing the bonus disc, which actually has tons of deleted scenes from the Cabal cut VHS tape and other things like that. So that is a bummer. I'd love to see that stuff, but I don't know. I wanted to see the freaking director's cut finally, so I had to pick that up. And I was having a really big Clive Barker month last month for some reason, watching Lord of Illusions again and picking up the Hellraiser Laserdisc. So it was really cool again to watch the director's cut of that. I also got a couple of review pieces in, so I'll be doing full reviews of these. I should have those up posted this weekend, of Zombie Fight Club. I don't want to spoil that for you. We'll talk. And also the upcoming collector's edition of The Serpent and the Rainbow. So looking forward to dropping some reviews on those for you guys. And BJ's Warehouse, which I happen to be a member of, was having a killer sale over the past month or so on the new X-Files full season Blu-rays. So for $12 a pop, I think that's what they were, I picked up season 1, which I'm actually watching right now. I've got a fire going on with Cecil Lively and crew downstairs, so I gotta get back down and watch that. And season 2, which is pretty cool. It's actually in a thicker case because this one actually takes up 7 discs. It's like a little bit longer than season 1. They didn't cheap out and squeeze it all on the extra disc, so I thought that was cool. And of course, season 3 and season 4, season 5, season 6, season 7, and season 9. I don't have season 8 yet, even though it was in stock there, because I've been hearing about the mastering error. That's the one season apparently that was mastered too dark, and there's a whole replacement copy thing going on. If you check out some of the Blu-ray forums online, you can find that information about that. Fox is actually sending out replacement discs. I think they've already sent out the first wave. So I'm waiting for the actual corrected copies to hit the market. So there was a fresh new batch at my local store, but I'm not sure if it was fresh enough that it actually came from newly mastered copies or if they were just like old stock that was kicking around somewhere in a central warehouse. So I got to check and see. Hopefully there's like a different UPC code or different something to help differentiate. So I'll be picking up season 8 eventually. But those things are fantastic looking and really cool. And a lot of the old extras from back in the VHS Laserdisc days and of course the DVD days have been ported over. So I'll be doing some proper spotlight reviews on those. So I think that's about it for the updates for pickups and stuff like that. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys and congratulate the contest winners again. Thanks for everybody for participating. And that one thread was fantastic, just talking about collecting. And there's so many topics we didn't even really cover, like space being a large issue and so many other things that we delved into in the comments. So there's enough fodder there for another kind of episode on that same topic in the future. So don't worry, we'll definitely be revisiting that. So yeah, it was awesome hearing your guys' thoughts about collecting and what you're into and what you're not into and all that stuff. So yeah, the 100,000th view is right around the corner. So we're going to be doing the big giveaway for something Pulp Fiction related. I think you guys know what it is already, but don't worry. I'll be announcing that very shortly because I think that's going to happen soon. So cheers, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic weekend, and thanks for hanging out.